I'm going to give you a crash course on how to use Seesaw. First thing you want to do is go to log in. After you've done that, then you want to choose I'm a teacher. Now, if you've never created a Seesaw account, you'll want to go right up here. If you have a Seesaw account already, you most likely will probably need to sign in with your Google account or with your email password. I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Once I sign in, it's going to take me here, and I can go up in the top left-hand corner and create a new class. Next, I'll have to enter in a class name. And I'll want to choose right down here what grade level. Next, I'll choose the green plus check sign, and it'll create my class. Now I'm ready to roll, and I have the ability to add students. So there's a couple different ways you can add students. Now, if you have the paid version of Seesaw, you can manually upload rosters and create classes through a CSV file. If you don't necessarily do it that way, another way you can do it is simply by just adding students manually. You'll need to understand whether or not they have a Google account or they don't have a Google account to sign in. If students do have a Google account to sign in, here's how the directions that they can follow. You can also email instructions right here, or you can simply just copy and paste this code into, say, Google Classroom, or if you have another platform. If students don't have email addresses, you can always choose no for this option and just choose what type of situation you're in. You're probably most likely in a one-to-one device situation. Next, you'll want to paste your student names, or you can simply type them in. When you're finished, just go ahead and hit the check sign. You'll also want to give students this particular application here, or this message right here, so that students will be able to log in via a mobile device through a QR code, or they can simply go to seesaw.me, choose student, and then enter in this code. They'll have to choose their name from a list since they don't have a Google account. You can also print this out so that students have it as well. This is great to have so that that you can have in your classroom, and you can simply have this QR code available for students to log in via their mobile device. Or the other thing is the code. If the students need a code, this code expires after every hour, so you may have to share this with students multiple times. So if you have students on iPads, what's great is that they're automatically logged in on their device. They don't have to worry about logging out or anything like that. It's automatically logged in, which is really helpful. So the next thing is how do you post student content? Well, you would want to go up to the plus sign right here, and you have some options. You can post student work. You can assign an activity. Most likely you'll want to post student work, and so you can add photos, you could add drawings, you could add video, you could upload files from Google Drive, a PDF, a video, or a photo. You can even add notes and share links, which is great. Students can do this as well. Let's show you a basic drawing. So if I have a drawing tool, I have down here some drawing features. So I'm just going to draw a smiley face. I can add text if I'd like. Move that text around or change the way that it looks. I can record myself talking. I can add a picture. I can even add shapes, a background, and an additional link. Let's say that I'm finished with this. I'm just going to hit the check mark right up here. Next, I'll choose who I'm going to post to their journal. So this is almost like having a photocopy of a piece of paper that you're handing out. Maybe you want to only hand it out to one student. Maybe you want to hand it out to all students. If you want to hand it out to all students, just choose this. If you want to hand it out to individual students, just check the boxes of the students that you want to post it to. I'm just going to go ahead and give it to all my students and hit check mark. Now it posts to student journals. The students will see this in their journals, and they'll be able to like it, comment on it, and even if they wanted to, or even if you ask them, they could edit and make their own annotations to this particular picture. So the other things that you can do too is you can invite families. So inviting families, they can see their students' work and comment on it real time. Very first thing that you'll want to make sure that you do is go up to the monkey wrench right here where all of your class settings are, and you'll want to enable family access. This will allow families to be able to participate in your class. Now, inviting families is actually pretty easy. You just simply hit the plus sign right here, and you can invite them via email or text. You can also print invites. So if I wanted to print an invite, I can choose which language I want it to be in. And when I print it, it'll print it out in a PDF type of format. So once it does that, I have frequently asked questions, instructions, but each student has a page with their specially designed QR code and also instructions on how they can access their student account. This is great because you can have parents looking in and seeing what's going on in class, and if they post and comment on things, you have control of when it's posted and what is posted. Same applies for students as well. So I have right here, I'm going to close out of this. I have everything ready to go. When students post, you'll get a notification down here at the bottom to approve posts. So that's really helpful in controlling the environment and making sure that students are posting appropriate things. So that was a crash course on how to use Seesaw. You can check out more resources at seesaw.me.